So as we all know, Jon Moxley is out of All Out. He's out on a injury with MRSA in his elbow. And Elite had to act quickly on this. And by doing that, they put Kenny Omega up against Pac at All Out. A match that a lot of people said they look forward to that match a lot more than the match with Jon Moxley. Now, why exactly is that? Why exactly is it that the match that's been built up for the last few months, yeah, people were excited for it, but they got more excited for a match that had no build-up whatsoever? Maybe it was that they needed more time, or maybe like me, they just didn't think it was going to be as good a match as they thought it was going to be. Like, I honestly looked at that match, and I'm like, I don't know if it's going to be as good. Even with his G1 Climax run, I didn't think it was going to be that good. Then he got injured. Sad story. Sad story, we know. But out of it, we got a match that I think sounds more intriguing. But something else that comes out of this injury was a promo from Kenny Omega on the latest episode of Being the Elite. And this was hands down probably the best Kenny Omega promo I think I've ever seen.
You got a boo-boo on your elbow. What's your explanation? You're gonna write a sappy tweet apologizing to everyone? Make everyone feel bad for you?
I loved this promo. This man laid down just about every single thing. You can literally look through this promo and check off every single fact he made in this promo.
And then you went to Japan. How did that tournament go in Japan? Did you win? I know that I did.
Fact.
Did I go to Japan and wrestle 24 days of the month before fighting you?
Fact.
I was ready. I took you seriously. I never got myself injured.
Fact.
Can I do some indies?
Fact.
Can I do a hardcore match?
Fact.
You never took me seriously. You never took this pay-per-view seriously. You owe everyone an apology.
More so an opinion, but still a fact. Here's the thing. I look at this promo and I'm like, this is as good as a heel Kenny Omega promo as you will ever find. Here's the thing about Kenny. He can cut a good promo. Like, if you listen to the words that he's saying, there's content there. But the thing about Kenny Omega is he just is so goofy with his delivery. I just can't take anything he says seriously. Now, here's the thing. If he's a face, that's fine. I guess being goofy's okay. But when you're a heel, that doesn't work. And prime example, I was on YouTube earlier today and I looked up Kenny Omega heel turn because when I started watching YouTube Pro Wrestling, Kenny Omega's babyface. So I saw a video, Kenny Omega's like heel turn videos. I looked that up. So I was looking at some of the promos he cut as a heel and oh my god, they're so fucking cringy.
You against me and I will ding 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 clean you up. You had this coming, AJ. We gave you the big matches. We gave you the big pay-per-views. We made you a star. We paid you like a star. While I struggled. While I starved. Hit my music. Hit my music. Oh my god, this is awkward.
Like, there's content in that promo. It's not what he's saying that's bad. It's his delivery that's bad. He himself is kind of ruining the promo by being a goofball, basically, when he delivers this promo.
Don't you feel sorry for Jon Moxley? I mean, he just showed up. He defied the wrestling god.
Came expecting to fight a madman, but instead found a god?
But here, in this promo, Kenny Omega was stern, straight to the point. He didn't do the ha ha ha. So him sitting down, looking straight at the camera and kind of running down everything about this match, what went into it, and exactly how Jon Moxley getting hurt on an excursion to New Japan that honestly and truly he didn't have to go on, but he decided to go on it. Now for storyline reasons, he went on this excursion because he wanted to get a feel for Kenny Omega's style. And Kenny Omega brought up a good point about how he went to the G1 Climax and he lost, but he won in his first attempt, which I love that line so much. I sit there and listen to that promo and I say, wow, there's so much top heel potential in Kenny Omega. And I know a lot of you are saying, but Tyler, he's the executive vice president. He shouldn't book himself in that top position. And to a degree, I do agree with you. I do think that once you put a suit on and you start making big decisions backstage, you shouldn't really be focusing on yourself primarily in the ring. However, you got to remember that every single executive vice president in this company is a wrestler. They didn't retire. They're not done. They still wrestle. Cody, the Bucks, they're all wrestling at All Out. They all wrestled at Double or Nothing, and they all wrestled at Fyter Fest, and they all wrestled at Fight for the Fallen. For all intents and purposes, Cody has had some of the best matches on every single show they've had so far, and he's still probably, I would say, ranked out of all of them, the top guy of all of them. So I think there is somewhat of an argument for that, and there's also somewhat not an argument. I think as long as they don't have all of them in the top position of the company, that's fine. But someone like a Kenny Omega, the crowd likes him, the crowd appreciates Kenny Omega a lot more, so I think they could kind of get away with it. And another thing about this Kenny Omega promo that I really loved is that I watched this promo back at least like 2 or 3 times to get a good grasp of it before I did this video. And every single time, I felt like I was brought back to 2008 when Chris Jericho turned on Shawn Michaels. And he was laying into the crowd how, like, I did it because he's a hypocrite and he's a liar and you people bought into it. Like, Chris Jericho spoke truth, fact, and just about everything he said was undeniable. But because of the way he delivered it, you couldn't help but boo the man. Even though what he said was fact, he still got his point across, and it still made sense.
You made your choice to side with a liar and an egomaniac, and you will regret that decision the same way that Shawn Michaels will regret his decision for the rest of his life.
You are careless. I blame you. And if people want to look at me like I'm the bad guy, well, jeez, they're just as bad as you are, John.
And I feel like, given that promo, if anything, you can even tell the story of how Kenny Omega losing to Chris Jericho Double or Nothing kind of in a way broke him, and he started slowly turning into what Chris Jericho used to be. There's something there. I'm just saying. As long as we don't get heel dictator, heel GM Kenny Omega, I'm fine. We see enough of that in WWE. That's not what I want to see. But as a wrestler, I think I can firmly say that I want to see Kenny Omega as one of the top heels in this company. But what do you guys like this? Do you think Kenny Omega could be a top heel in AEW? Comment down below, let me know. Just want to throw out a quick video before I go to work. So, hope you guys enjoyed it. I love you guys always, and I will see you all later. Peace out, guys.
But at this point, I could really give a shit if you ever come back.